Hey guys, it is pretty hot today, but that cannot stop me because I've got some work to do on the balcony. In case you missed it, I've kind of started like a mini series with the first video going out a few weeks ago of me making over our balcony and turning it into what I'm calling an outdoor oasis. And the inspiration for this was I wanted to create a garden. This is the first apartment we've lived in with an actual outdoor space connected, so I'm on the balcony right now. I've always wanted to do like an at-home garden with herbs and fruits and veggies and stuff, but I've never had an outdoor space to do it. So now that I have one, I'm finally doing it. Now, I have spent quite some time painting all of the pots that I'm going to be using out here. Most of them are inside right now, but I did bring out a couple that I'm going to use right now. So I have this cute one that has like a mountain landscape on it. And the background color is actually the original color of this pot, both of these pots. So I just left it because I thought it was pretty. And then I just added my design on top. And then I have this one with all the bumblebees flying around, which I thought was really cute. I can't take full credit for the designs. I did take inspiration from photos on Pinterest, but I like to think I kind of made it my own. So I'm starting with these because I've had these succulents for years that have needed to be repotted for years, and I just never have. So I'm starting by repotting these two into here. This one I'm a little concerned is on its way out and is gonna die, but I'm gonna try repotting it and revive him, but he's definitely turning brown. But this one I think is kind of thriving. He's just like losing space. Like he's having trouble thriving as much as he could be because the pot is so small. So I'm gonna repot these two first, but I wanted to kind of intro this video since I don't think I've really explained what I'm doing in this one. My last video, if you missed it, you should go watch it real quick, but it was kind of just starting the herb garden. So I had like a whole kit that was actually gifted to us from a family member that came with a bunch of different types of herb seeds. And I had to like sow the seeds and stuff, and we painted those pots as well. Those are all inside except for these two. We finally moved these two outside because they sprouted and they're doing pretty well. The rest are either beginning of sprouting or haven't sprouted yet, so I'm not sure what's going on with those yet, but we'll see if they get any better. I'll show you guys an update later. But that was part one of this little series. Part two is this video where we're kind of doing the bigger gardening things. We went to this plant nursery a couple weeks ago, and it was like honestly so fun. Like I was just in my happy place. There were so many cute little plants. There they are. Planty.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
wow. $3.
Wow. Okay. So, we need multiple sizes so that we're equipped to repot plants. I don't really know what size.
Okay. You should get short and stout.
Yeah, these are tall.
All right, there's probably some more short and stout ones on the other side.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is like a standard size, right?
Yeah.
99.
So is this gonna be for herbs or what?
Yeah. I just
Can we mix them?
theoretically, yeah.
Like after they are freestanding on their own? We could put like two in one pot.
But I want to get like a few of each size so we're like prepared when we replant.
Okay, okay. Do you need help? Is that too high for you?
No, I got it. I'm not struggling that much, am
I like that one a lot.
I? This one?
Yeah. I like the number on it.
Is it big enough?
That's what she said. All right, which one of these, leave in the comments, which one's the best for lavender plant? Oh my goodness.
What do you even plant in there? It's so small.
That's cute.
What is it for though? 99 cents.
Why don't we just get 10 of those and we can split the lavender up between them?
Okay, great.
Yay! Welcome to the family.
Tomato. Yeah, it's all about flowers. That's probably a good sign.
Celebrity tomato. Where's the flowers? There they are.
I'm so excited.
Tillamook strawberry. lemons, and you met the tomato already. Last stop is the limes, right?
We got a bunch of little plants that are kind of scattered behind me. They're all in like boring black pots right now, and will probably be like that for a while until they actually need to be repotted. So those aren't super cute. Yeah, I'm so excited about it. We got one little tomato plant here. We got a raspberry behind me to my left and a strawberry plant behind me to my right. And then back there, I also have a lemon plant. So I'm really excited for them to start like growing and like sprouting and hopefully giving us the fruits and the veggies and stuff. But I guess we'll just see in time. So we got all of those at the plant nursery, and then while we were there, we got these pots and a bunch of like the regular orange terracotta pots that are inside right now that I was painting. And we kind of just got those in preparation for when we will need to repot a lot of the herbs and stuff that are currently in the tiny pots. These ones, they don't need to be repotted yet, but probably in like a month they'll need to be, assuming they're doing well by then. So most of the terracotta plants inside are for those, so I'm not actually going to be repotting them right now, and probably won't in this video because I think it's going to be a while before I actually need to. But I got the painting done, so when they are ready to be repotted, pots are ready.
If you saw my last video where we painted the pots of the herb garden kit, then you would know that we kind of went all out and did some really cute and detailed designs. And that was a lot of fun, and I love how they turned out, but it did take a very long time. And so I decided to have a bit of a simpler approach to these pots, especially because they're bigger too. But I still wanted to get as much color in there as possible. So what I ended up doing was just painting each pot a base coat of the rainbow to ensure that I would have like all the rainbow colors in there. And then I worried about the designs later. But I also used my own artistic design, and the rainbow colors I chose are a bit brighter and cuter in my opinion. So I didn't do like a stark red, I did a pretty like rosy pink, then I did like a peachy orange, a nice pastel yellow, a bright green but not too bright, a nice teal blue, and like a lavender purple. So I just painted all the pots these base colors to start, and then I decided to just tackle the designs once I got there. So I didn't really put too much pressure on myself to have a plan going into it, which is honestly how I've been loving to craft and do art lately. I feel like I used to put a lot of pressure on myself when I was younger, and I would do little art projects. Like I had to have a plan from the start to make sure it goes perfectly and turns out really well. But I didn't put that pressure on myself with these pots. I just painted them the base colors, and then I figured I'd come up with the design when I got there. So the first pink pot, I just wanted to do plain white flowers because I figured it would pop nicely against the pink background. And I'm actually a genius, I can't lie. I came up with the perfect tool to get the perfectly circular petals I was hoping for and to do it consistently every time. I used the end of a hot glue stick. So life hack to anyone who's into art, that gets you the perfect little circle. And I mean, you can tell how big that circle is depending on how big of a circle you want in your own project. And then I just used the back of a paintbrush to get the yellow centers of the flowers because it was a lot smaller and obviously I needed a smaller dot. Then on the orange pot, I decided to paint lemons all over. I figured the yellow lemons on the orange background would be a nice contrast, and those I just had to freehand, so it kind of took me a little while. Then on the yellow pot, I decided to do the opposite and go with orange on yellow. So I wanted to do oranges, and I ended up using the back of this like paint marker pen that we had because it's a little bit bigger than the hot glue stick, and I obviously wanted bigger circles because oranges are bigger than petals. So that worked out really nicely. Then on the green pot, I really wanted to embrace like the dark green on light green and also some yellow and white. I'm not sure why, I was just really feeling those colors. So I decided to make 3 different colored flowers all around the pot, starting with a dark green and then this like darker yellow and then a white. And then I used the same yellow to do the centers of the green and white flowers. And then I used white to do the centers of the yellow flowers. And then because I was doing a lot more with the colors on this pot, I just felt like the spaces in between the flowers were a little empty, so I decided to add some just like white polka dots and specks in the same colors all the way around in between all the flowers. And once again, I used the hot glue stick as the dot maker for my flower petals, and then the back of a paintbrush for these center dots. For the blue pot, I wanted to fully embrace the outdoors and add clouds so it looks like a sky. And I used the same paint marker tool that I was talking about before to make those dots. I really liked using this technique because for one, it took a lot of the pressure off of me to try to like paint really nicely shaped clouds by hand that all looked similar. And two, it gave the pot really cool texture because when you press the pen down with the paint on the back of it and then lift back up, it kind of leaves a thick dot of paint. And doing that over and over again on top of each other and overlapping to get the cloud shape, it just gave it cool texture. And for the purple pot, I decided to go a bit simpler and just did some pretty leaf and flower line sketches, I guess. Well, not really sketches because, you know, I painted them, but you get the idea. And then I moved on to this one giant pot that we got for our lavender plant. Since all the other smaller pots were already painted different colors of the rainbow, I didn't want to try to like do another color variation of one of those colors. So I decided to paint this whole pot just like an off-white, just to bring in a pop of white amidst all the bright colors. And then I found this really cute pattern on Pinterest that I took inspiration from that was all these little hand-sketched flowers and leaves. Actually, I think the ones on Pinterest were done with paint, but I did not trust my skills enough. Could I have done it with paint? Yes, but it would have been a more like free-flowing design and not so perfect and precise, and I really wanted to mimic that precise look. So I actually ended up using these chalkboard pencils that I have, and they worked really nicely over top of the paint and allowed me to get those really precise lines and details that I wouldn't have been able to do very well with paint.
These two I'm using, like I said, for these succulents, and then I want to repot this lavender. Some friends of ours gifted us this lavender plant and actually several of these other plants up here. And I guess it recommends like a 16-inch pot because lavender like wants to grow really big. And they were like, you really don't have to get one that big. But I did want to get a pretty big one regardless so that it can grow pretty big because I just love lavender. And I think it'd be so fun to have like a really big, thriving lavender plant where I could like come out and get some fresh lavender like sprigs to bring inside the house and stuff and make it smell yummy. So I do want to repot this into a really big pot. So I actually did paint one pot that we got that is huge. I don't know if it's 16 inches. I don't think it's that big, but it is very big. I am going to pot the lavender in there, and I think I will do that today, assuming like nothing goes crazy wrong and takes me forever with these two. because I want this one to start growing huge and thriving. Yeah, I think the rest of these are fine to stay in the pots they're in right now. I'm not really sure when they'll need to be repotted, but I'm sure it'll happen in a future video, so make sure you subscribe to see when that does happen. But for now, I'm just going to repot these 2 succulents and the lavender. I think that's all we'll be doing in terms of repotting in this video. And then I'll kind of give you an overview and update of my little garden after I've done all that. For my repotting adventures, I finally decided to invest, and when I say invest, this was like $7 on Amazon, into a little garden trowel. That's what AJ was calling it, I think. So I don't have to be like using my hands or like a kitchen spoon to like scoop soil. You know, I figured it was time. And then I also got a little watering can because I'm actually done. I didn't even have one. I was using a measuring cup to water our plants. So now I have this watering can, and it should be perfect because I don't know where it is, but we got plant fertilizer at the nursery while we were there. And it says to put like 2 ounces, I think, to 1 gallon of water. And this is a half gallon. So I figured we just cut that in half whenever we need to fertilize, and that way we know we're like measuring it properly and it's the right proportions and everything. Yeah, I got this off Amazon for literally like $10. It's just like a plastic watering can. It'll get the job done. I don't need anything fancy. And then in terms of the actual repotting, we got this soil. I don't know anything about it. So the brand is Edna's Best, I guess. We're just gonna go for it. Should be fine. Are you so nosy? You're a hot dog. Do you need to go inside? Ugh, I didn't bring scissors and I don't feel like going inside. Watch out, schmooks. Oh my god. There we go. Oh, thanks. You saw me struggling? Suki's been obsessed with our little garden ever since we got the big plants. Like, she loves to sniff and lick the strawberry and the tomato plants. And she frequently tries to bite at them too, which obviously we tell her to stop when she does that, but she's really been loving it. All right, I think I'll put the grassy one in here and the little succulent in the bee pot. We're just gonna go for it. I am very excited for this whole outdoor oasis thing to come together though, because I feel like it's been such a long time coming and it's been like a very slow process. But I've had like this vision of my outdoor oasis for so long now. Literally since we moved in. I have inspo photos on Pinterest that I guess I'll put on the screen. I don't think I've shared them yet of what I want it to look like in the end. As you'll see from my inspo photos, the furniture I chose is very representative of that inspiration. And I got this like when we first moved in, just we had seats out here, and then after that we didn't really do anything on the balcony for a while. So we've had like the bare minimum furniture with the like, is this jute? I don't know, the fancy jute rug or whatever. That basic look from the start of moving in, but then we haven't really done anything since. And as you can see from my inspo photos, I want there to be a lot of greenery, lots of fun plants. I also need to like get more fun lighting. We have Christmas lights around the, sorry, I'm so bad at multitasking. I'm repotting this plant and now I can't think. We have Christmas lights around the, actually this dirt's like really gross. Should I try to get some of it off without messing up the roots, hopefully? Anyway, we have like Christmas lights wrapped around the railing that are fun to turn on at night, but I kind of want more on this side, so like it just sets the tone better, because these are just wrapped around the railing, so when you're sitting down at night with them on, they're not like surrounding you, you know? And I feel like a lot of my inspo photos, they are. I kind of want to do that, but I don't really know like what lights I would need for that. Like, I don't know, maybe like those fairy string lights that like hang down so that it's not just one line of lights, but it's like a whole little like curtain banner thing. I don't know. But like that's something I think I want to work on looking for, but obviously we're on a budget and plants are not too expensive, but like the pots and stuff and the soil, like it adds up. So that's not like the highest priority right now, hence why this video is not like the final reveal of the completed outdoor oasis. It's kind of just like another update video of how it's going, but we're working on it. Maybe that'll be in the next video where I like kind of fully complete it. Maybe by the time the herbs are ready to be repotted, maybe I would be able to fully finish the decor out here by then. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But if you do want to see, you know what you should do. Suki, you have to go right where I'm trying to scrape off this old dirt. I don't want to like scrape off too much and like damage the roots, so I think that's good. The outer layer is just really hard and crusty, so hopefully this inner layer is not too bad. I hope this one can be salvaged because I do really like him. I just kind of I went through a phase of neglecting him and not being a good plant mom, but I'm trying to redeem myself for that. And I hope that this is step one. Hopefully he'll be happy with his new pot and he can come back to life. It's weird because it's like there are a lot of green parts of him still, but the bottom parts of him are more brown, and I fear that that means he's already dead because like the bottom is brown. Maybe it just, maybe the tops are just taking longer to brown, but I'm hoping that's not the case. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, updates on the plants that we got. We haven't had them for too long yet, but they seem to be doing well. I think we're still kind of figuring out like a balance of how much they need to be watered because we don't want to overdo it, but we don't want to underdo it. I feel like we tend to overwater plants. I think that's the realization we've come to. That's what we've determined. So we're trying not to do that, but obviously we don't want to overcorrect and then not water them enough. Still trying to figure that out, but so far they seem to be doing well. I'm really glad we got the tomato plant. I think it'll be really fun to have fresh tomatoes. I also am really excited for strawberries and raspberries. The raspberry plant was on sale, like half off, and we think it's because it was pretty small compared to the ones they were selling for their full price. So part of it like died off in the growing process, and so it's not as like healthy and far along. But the parts that are still there seem very nice and healthy. And it's already grown a lot since we got it, so we have faith that we can keep it alive and help it thrive. Okay, that's so cute. One down. I'm going to water it after I repot the other ones. Just stick it over here for now. Oh my god, I'm sweating. I haven't sweat in a while. It's been like either cold or very cool here. It's pretty hot today. But yeah, I'm very happy with the plants we got. When we first showed up, I actually didn't have a lemon plant on our list, but then we walked past and I was like, oh my god, how could I not even think to do that? Of course I want a lemon plant. So we grabbed the lemon plant, and then that got me thinking, oh my god, I need a lime plant. But we couldn't find any lime plants that are like as small as the lemon one we got, like at that early stage, because that's when they're the cheapest. We couldn't find any like that. They only had like pretty fully grown, not fully grown, but like kind of like this tomato plant, like that stage. So they were pretty far along. And because of that, they were like $35. Keep in mind our tomato plant at that stage was like $8. So we were like, we're not trying to spend that much. So we did not walk away with a lime plant. I don't know if it's just like this season or if they're always that expensive and they always don't have earlier seedlings. Oh my god, look at the roots on that. This poor guy has needed to be repotted for so long. So yeah, I'm not really sure what the deal is with that. I'm wondering if we could like just grow it from a seed or if that's really difficult to do because they didn't even sell lime seeds there. Like we looked in the seedling section after we couldn't find any starters or anything, and there were no lime seeds. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know if it's just the time of year. Maybe it's not the season for growing limes. I don't know. But I really want a lime plant. Because imagine like we want to make margaritas one night. We go pick a lime off of our tree. Fresh lime margaritas. Like that would be so fun. So I don't know. If anyone is a plant expert, let me know. Maybe it's just not lime season or whatever. I don't know. Let me know what the deal is with that if you know. Oh, but one thing that I thought was interesting, because again, I'm not like a plant person. I'm trying to become one, but I'm definitely not there yet. So I didn't know this. I don't know if this is common knowledge, but apparently in the PNW, citrus does not do well outside in the winter because it gets really cold and I guess they're just not that hardy. So it was saying like make sure that you keep your citrus plants in a pot so that during the winter you can bring them inside. And that was very reassuring to me because for a little bit there, I was like, am I being like crazy and like ambitious and slightly delusional thinking I can grow a citrus tree because like they're technically trees in a pot? But then I saw that at the plant nursery and I was like, oh, this is what you're supposed to do, so that means possible and it's not crazy. So that was reassuring. Dookie, aren't you hot? Why do you keep coming back out here? It's hot out here. You're a hot dog. You're panting. You are so nosy, aren't you? Are you the nosiest pup? All right, I think this one's pretty good. Oh, it's so cute. All right, so we got that little spiky succulent guy. I got this more grassy one in their cute little pots. How cute is that? Oops, I accidentally spilled a bunch of dirt in the water. That was kind of silly to put it right by the bag, but that's okay. This water is going into dirt, so it's fine. I'm gonna water them a little bit. This guy looks so much bigger now that he's actually in a proper size pot. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to add a little more dirt there. It looks a little hollow there. All right, I'm gonna add a little more dirt to this guy, maybe a little more to that one, and then move on to repotting the lavender. right. Oh, hey, Suki. I've got the lavender repotted here. I might need to add a little bit more dirt, but I'm gonna water it first just to see. Hi. But I haven't watered it yet. Oh my gosh. I haven't watered it yet because I actually decided I think I want to try and use the fertilizer for the first time. So I want to just water all the plants at once with fertilizer because I haven't done that at all. None of the plants have been fertilized, and some of them we've had for like a month now. So I want to try that. That's the next step. What do you think, Suki? You like it? You like it? What do you think? No, no, no. What do you mean? Okay. Oh my God, she has dirt on her face. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Suki, come here. Suki just ate dirt. Stuff is stinky. The fertilizer. Alright guys, here's the overview. Oh, Suki loves it. Here's the overview of the garden in its current state. I rearranged the plants on the plant shelf a little bit, but I think like the aesthetics will really come into play once everything is repotted into prettier pots and it's more full. These bottom shelves are still very empty, but these top shelves are looking cute. I'm displaying the watering can up there. And then let me just give you a little plant tour because I feel like I haven't really shown any of the plants that I have minus the herbs from my last video, which are still sitting right there. So in this pot, we've got Italian parsley on this side and rosemary on this side. This was one of the plants that some friends of ours gave us. They have so many plants. They have a huge garden on their balcony, basically what I aspire to have. So they've given us quite a few plants to help us get started. So this was from them. This is a cucumber that we're growing from a seedling. This was also from them. They just happened to buy a pack of cucumber seeds and they were like, here, we'll give you a couple, and they planted them for us. So that's what that is. This, as I mentioned, is our strawberry plant, which we got from the plant nursery. This is a little mint plant, which also came from those friends. He actually probably needs to get repotted soon because they told us that he can grow pretty crazy. Mint grows really big and fast. So probably need to repot him. Then here are the two succulents you guys saw me repot. I don't know what kind of succulents they are because I've had them for years, but those are right there. Then over here we have our lemon plant right here, and then this is the raspberry plant I was telling you guys about. Below that we have our two herbs that seem to be big enough to move outside. This one is mustard and that one is cilantro. This one's not looking great. Hopefully he starts coming back. And then right at the corner of the plant stand, we have the tomato tree just on the ground, and that's just because he's big and we're expecting him to get pretty big, so he's gonna sit there for now. And then if you back up from there, you'll find a very hot dog and a lavender plant. Oh, you want to say hi? What do you think? Are you gonna throw up because you were drinking fertilizer water even though I was telling you not to? Anyway, that's the lavender that I just repotted. So that's the garden outside on the balcony in its current state, but then we also have the herbs on the windowsill that I potted in the last video in this little mini series, so I'll show you those and give you guys an update. Here are the herbs that are still inside. So from what I can tell, the only other ones that have sprouted besides the ones that we already moved outside are the dill and the parsley. But the dill, we suspect we overwatered it because it's kind of dead now, which is quite unfortunate, so we may have to try this one again because I do have extra seeds of all of these that I didn't use. And then the parsley, there's just like one tiny green sprout in there, so I don't know if that's actually going to go anywhere. The rest of these do not look like they've sprouted. Granted, it did say it could take up to like a month for them to sprout, but I think it's been just about a month, maybe in the next few days. Oh yeah, May 4th. Oh, so I guess it has a couple more weeks before it's technically been a month, so I guess I shouldn't lose hope yet. But I will say, funny story, the day that I potted all of these, AJ knocked over these 4 and they all spilled into our AC vent down there, and so he had to clean all of that up and he repotted them for me because I was literally going out of town the next day, or no, that day I think, I don't know. And so they are a few days behind what they were in that video, and also he repurposed the soil, so there's a lot less soil now, so I don't have great hopes. Wait, is that the basil sprouting? Is that a basil sprout? Oh my god, I think it is. Okay, well maybe the basil survived. I'm not sure about the rest of them. I'll keep you guys updated, but that's the current state of the herbs. Suki, leave it. So that's the update on the garden for now, on my little outdoor oasis. I think next steps, I do think I need to repot the mint plant. That will probably be either off camera or in a future video because I'm sweating my butt off right now and I'm not trying to repot any more plants. I'm trying to go inside, but I think that's one of the next steps. The cucumber might need to be repotted soon too, just because he's in like a temporary plastic pot that's pretty small. But other than that, I think the rest should be good to sit in their pots for a little while. Other than that, I think the next step is actually to try to like pollinate the plants that are planning to grow fruit. So obviously, like in the wild, bees would do that, but we don't get many bees up here on our balcony in the middle of the city, so we have to do it ourselves, I guess. I don't really know how it works, but AJ said something about rubbing a Q-tip on them, like the flowers, and like passing the pollen between them, I guess. So we have to figure that out, but I think that's the next step so that they can actually start giving us fruit, and then we should be good to go, which I'm very excited about. So maybe we'll try to do the pollinating tonight or tomorrow, but that's probably the next time you'll see me. Are you a hot dog? Is it time to go inside? I think it's time to go inside. Come on, Sukes. Come on. Go inside. It's too hot out there. It is time to pollinate.
Oh my gosh, since when did our cucumber grow a third leaf?
That's new. The first 2 circular ones are like the baby leaves.
Oh.
Now it's gonna have a real.
Oh my gosh. That's so exciting. So as you can see, there's lots of little flowers on our strawberry plant. This guy right here, I think looks like an actual strawberry, like starting to grow. So we think that one might already be like pollinated and is starting to grow, but not entirely sure. So babe, what's the difference between these big white flowers and these little ones? Or are these just those, but they haven't grown as much yet?
Yeah, the other ones are done.
These ones?
Yeah.
That means they're ready to grow into a strawberry?
Yeah.
Oh,
they've been
really?
fertilized properly. Yeah.
So did
See
they?
how this one's petals are falling off?
Oh.
So that's like an old petal.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. So you fertilized those? Or maybe they got fertilized when they were at the shop?
They've been fertilized, or a bee came around, because there's been some bees up here.
Yeah. So that white one
really
is
much to do.
the only one technically that.
Can you look up? All right, let me look this up real quick. Are strawberries self-fertilizing?
Oh, is that a thing?
So I'm asking if I can use the pollen to fertilize the pistils on the same flower.
Oh, you can.
Yes, within the same flower.
Oh, so those little spiky things around the center are different from the center?
Yes.
Oh,
So-
the more you know.
We can go like this. See those like yellows?
Yeah.
I think those are the pistils, which is the female part of the flower.
Oh.
Oh, there's a bug.
What the?
Oh, there's multiple bugs. Get
So
out of here.
theoretically, are all of those little flowers gonna turn into strawberries?
Theoretically.
Wow.
You can even kind of see that one's looking like one
Yeah.
already. I hope
That's
our...
the only one it looks like, right?
yeah.
The rest are already kind of going.
Here, this one. Oh my god, look at that little bug. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done. Oh wow, look at how...
I know,
that
that
one's
one
coming
looks
into
like a
shape.
real strawberry.
And this one right here.
Yeah.
So I
Oh
guess
my
they'll
god,
turn
this
down.
is so exciting!
We just need to keep watering, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, anything else? Do you
No.
think to the tomato plant? Because it has flowers.
Yeah, let's try that.
Our tomato plant has flowers, but we haven't tried anything with them yet, so research time. Smokey, are you excited for us to get tomatoes? Yeah, she's so excited for tomatoes.
I don't even see the organs on here.
Well, is it the same? It said it was self-fertilizing? Oh my god.
Alright.
Did it say they're self-fertilizing? Like the same as strawberries?
I forgot to look that up.
Oh.
Okay. Are tomatoes self-fertilizing? Self-pollinating, yes.
Oh, whoops.
No, more than one plant is not needed for reproduction.
Oh, nice. Do you have to mix between the flowers, or is it just the
That
one
can help.
flower? Okay.
I mean, one flower is enough, but that can help.
Okay.
Yeah, the organs aren't ready, so this one is still growing.
Oh, so they might not be ready to be pollinated yet?
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I don't see any, like, I'm looking for pollen
Yeah.
buds, and I'm not seeing them. The anthers is what they're called.
Maybe they're inside those little pointy things
Yeah.
they have to grow out. Okay, so tomato's not ready yet.
Oh, it smells like strongly of tomato.
Really?
Yeah.
Explains why Suki's always trying to eat it.
Yep.
Oh, I smell it.
It smells like tomato plant is what I meant to
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
I'm feeling the soil. This one could probably use some more water right now.
yeah. Okay. All right, I think that's it. Our raspberries have grown a ton since we got them, but no flowers yet.
Oh wow, look at these lemons. They're getting true leaves.
Wow. Oh, so this is what you're talking about with the cucumber. These are like baby leaves, and then
Yes.
these are the real. Wow.
Exactly.
This is so cool and exciting.
So this mint I want to pinch because it's gonna get tall and wiry.
Mm-hmm.
When you pinch the top bud, it redirects energy to go to the sides, to do lateral growth instead of top growth.
So it doesn't get super tall and viney.
Exactly. So this thing called bud pinching can help your plants get a little bushier. So I'm gonna
Okay.
try that. I've never done it before.
Oh.
But you just go with your fingers, and I'm pretty sure you just like pinch off.
Oh, I smell it. It smells like mint.
All right. So right here,
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna pinch that off.
That's the bud.
I think so. Oops. I bit off a little more than I wanted to.
Oh, you can just eat it. Oh, I smell it. It smells so strongly of mint.
Wow.
Wow.
It really does.
What a
Alright.
concept.
Oh, there's little bugs all over it. Yeah, this mint has aphids, which is not a disease, it's a species. That's okay. It's plants, right?
Yeah.
These wilted and they never really came back to...
Yeah, I wonder what happened there.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
I know, so minty.
Okay.
Sounds good, you think?
Yep.
All right, so we're waiting on the raspberries and the lemons to get flowers, and then we're waiting for the tomatoes to get their pollen stuff. I literally just showed this cucumber like yesterday or the day before, but look, this is what AJ was saying. It has an adult leaf. So this is how it sprouted, and this is like the actual cucumber leaf, I guess. And it'll hopefully keep going from there. Wow, plants are so cute and cool.
Yeah.
This is so exciting.
We're doing good so
Yay!
far.
All right, stay tuned for updates where we hopefully get fruit.